गुरुं दीनतारिणं नमयों विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभतीर्थगोस्वामिनामिने कृपया क्षमतामपराधिजनं कलुषायुतशक्तसुदीननरं सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं प्रणमामि च माधव देवपदं वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, fourth chapter, verse number 31. Vedavyasa Muni, after compiling and classifying the Vedas and then also writing the Panchama Veda, the fifth Veda, that is the Puranas and the Mahabharata, he was still dissatisfied. He has done everything for the welfare, whatever he thought is beneficial for everyone, he has done that, yet he was not peaceful. So he sat on the banks of the Saraswati river in Badrika Ashram, and then he is talking to himself within his mind that people in general, I am worried about being concerned about the welfare of the people in general. I have compiled the Vedas, but there are certain class of people, particularly the Shudras and the women and the fallen Brahmanas, Kshatriyas and Shudras, they don't have, Kshatriyas and Vaishyas, they don't have the eligibility to go through these Vedas. Therefore, I have given the Mahabharata also. But yet, even though I understand Atma is complete and blissful by nature, still, even after doing all this, my Atma is still feeling incomplete and dissatisfied. What is the reason for this? While thinking like this, he could understand that, is it that my not writing scripture that is well adored and repeatedly sung by the Paramahamsas, that is Bhagavad Dharma. I have not compiled scriptures in relation to Bhagavad Dharma. Bhagavad Dharma means those that are in direct connection with the Supreme Lord. Evai Bhagavata Prokta, that which has been directly spoken by the Lord, is Bhagavad Dharma. So, the Mahabhagavatas or the Paramahamsas have transcended the Varnashrama platform. Whatever I have written is for those who are in the Varnashrama platform only. But these Paramahamsas, they have transcended this Varnashrama platform, and in fact, they are even the gurus of these the four Varna and Ashramas. And they, for them, Bhagavad Dharma is very dear. They adore, they worship that Bhagavad Dharma. Therefore, because I have not repeatedly sung the glories of that Bhagavad Dharma or the activities that are in relation to Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, the devotional activities, I think that is the reason for my dissatisfaction. In this manner, he was thinking to himself. So, we read the purport by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur the other day. Now, we will read the purport by Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur today. सर्वजीवे दया करिबार जन्य बालिशे उपदेश विद्वेषी जने उपेक्षा भगवत भक्ते मित्रता एवं भगवाने प्रीति भागवत धर्म अधिकारीर मध्यम अधिकारीर कृत्य. There are three categories of devotees: Kanishta, Madhyama and Uttama. Madhyama Adhikari, Uttama Adhikari is the one who does not discriminate between anything. He sees everyone else other than him is a devotee. Even the demons, he sees that they are also indirectly serving the Supreme Lord. They cannot even talk ill about Ravana or Hiranyakashipu. They see that even these personalities are indirectly singing the glories of Supreme Lord only. So, Uttama Adhikari, he does not discriminate between a devotee, non-devotee, whether intelligent or less intelligent. These things are not there. He is completely fixed on that supreme platform from where he does not see any differences. And Kanishta Adhikari is the one who has faith in the deities of the Lord, but he does not have faith in the devotees. Therefore, his faith is incomplete. It cannot be called as the actual faith, because the true faith in the Supreme Lord is to have faith in the devotees. If one has no faith in devotees, then the faith in Supreme Lord is fake. It's a fake, it's an exhibition only, it's not real. Because those who actually love Krishna, they love his beings also. Means they love his devotees also. So Kanishta Adhikari, he has some faith in the deity form, but he has no faith in the devotees. In between these two is the Madhyama Adhikari. Madhyama Adhikari is the one, his dealings or his behavior with the people in general is fourfolded, four types. Towards ignorant, he is merciful. He gives instructions to them. And those who are not inclined, or those who are inimical, yeah, those who are inimical to the Supreme Lord, they are neglected by them. And those who are devotees, with them they have friendship mode, and towards the Lord they have preeti, affection and love. So these are the four ways by which they exhibit their behavior with various categories of people. Towards those who are inimical to Supreme Lord, they are neglected. Those who are innocent and ignorant, they are given instructions and showered mercy upon. And those who are devotees, friendship. And those who are and towards the Lord, there is preeti. These are the four kinds of dealings that a Madhyama Adhikari does. And here, because he is discriminating between those who are inimical and those who are inferior or ignorant and those who are devotees, he is called Madhyama because he is discriminating. Uttama Adhikari does not discriminate. That is why when Uttam Adhikari preaches, he actually comes down to the platform of Madhyam Adhikari for the purpose of preaching. Otherwise, he cannot preach. Preaching is possible only when, when one comes in the Madhyam Adhikari platform. So, here, Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is telling that Bhagavad Dharma Adhikari, the persons who are following the Bhagavad Dharma, in that the Madhyam Adhikari, the intermediate devotee, he performs these four kinds of activities, and in this manner he exhibits the Jiva Daya, love towards the fellow beings. One through friendship, another through by neglecting. Neglecting here is also mercy. The pure devotees neglecting a particular person because he is inimical or he has not performed the service, that's also actually their mercy only. Sometimes pure devotees, Gurudev, Vaishnavas, if we have done some wrong activity, and he may not chastise us, but he may be neglecting us. He may be behaving indifferently with us. We have to understand that this is actually his love. This is daya, this is mercy, this is a way of teaching. So, in this manner, Jiva Daya, these devotees are performing, they have exhibit the mercy towards the living beings. আমি ত্রৈবর্ণিকের জন্য বেদের বিভাগ এবং তদিতর সামাজিক গণের জন্য পুরাণ ও ইতিহাস প্রভৃতিতে বর্ণাশ্রম ধর্মের সকল প্রকার উপদেশ লিখিয়া বিদ্বেষীকে উপেক্ষা এবং অনভিজ্ঞ জনে দয়া করিয়াছি. So, I have, in a similar manner, I have written the Vedas for the purpose of, those who are in the Brahmana, Kshatriya and Vaishyas. For these three categories or Varnas, I have written the Vedas. And for all others, I have written Mahabharata and the Puranas. And also, those who are inimical to the devotee and the Supreme Lord, I have, neglected them. In this manner, I have done everything for the welfare, or everything that a Madhyam Adhikari does. Like in a Bhagavad Dharma, whatever a Madhyam Adhikari does, I have done everything. Kintu Vaishnave Mitrata o Bhagavane Pritir Sushtutaye Manojog Dite na Paryai ki Atma Dharma ba Bhagavad Dharma Varnane Paschatpad hoiyache. But I have not done two things. One is friendship to the devotees and affection to the Supreme Lord. I have not done anything for that purpose. I have done two activities of a Madhyam Adhikari, that is by neglecting those who are inimical and by showering mercy upon those who are innocent and ignorant. But what I have not done is, I have not sung the glories of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, means I have not shown attachment to the singing of the glories of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, nor have I sung the glories of the devotees. I have not exhibited any kind of love, affection or friendship with the devotees. So, is it that the reason for my not getting happiness? তাহা না হইলে আমার আত্মবৃত্তিতেই বা প্রসন্নতা লক্ষ্য করতেছি না কেন? And is it due to this that I am not getting satisfaction? But Atma Vritti, the nature of Atma, the nature of the self is to be happy. Even though I have not done singing of the glories of the Vaishnavas and Vishnu, the nature of Atma is to be happy. So, is it that I have not sung, that is why my Atma is also not happy? The natural propensity of Atma is also not getting reflected? Do you understand? Am I able to express what I wanted to express? He is thinking that Atma, the soul, is by nature blissful. But is it that because of my not singing the glories of Vishnu and Vaishnavas, the natural propensity of Atma is also not getting reflected? This is what he is questioning to himself. বোধ করি महाभागवत परमहंस गणेर प्रिय भागवत धर्म सुष्ठु भावे निरूपित करिते ना पाराय भगवान अमार प्रति प्रसन्न होइते ना. So I understand or I think that because I have not properly established the topics of Bhagavad Dharma, which are very dear to the Paramahamsas, I am not getting peace. He is thinking to himself that I understand or I think the reason for my unhappiness is that I have not sung properly, I have not properly sung about Bhagavad Dharma, which is very, very dear to the Paramahamsas. For the Varnashrama Dharmas, I have done. For those who are inimical, I have done. But those who are actually Paramahamsas, pure devotees, for their pleasure, I have not done anything. So the thing is that our Guru Maharaj often he used to say this, how much ever you try to do in this material world, whatever you do to get satisfaction, you will not be satisfied. Unless until Vishnu and Vaishnavas are satisfied, whatever activity one may continue to perform in this material world, that person will remain deprived of the true bliss. Then, how to please the Supreme Lord? Because one will be pleased only when Supreme Lord is pleased. Where are we getting pleasure from? Guru Maharaj used to say that when can we get Ananda? When we turn our heads face towards Ananda, only then we can get Ananda. Not by turning away from Ananda, we can expect to get Ananda. Ananda is only when one comes in contact with Ananda. Ananda Raso Vaisaha. Ananda personified is Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Therefore, if one actually wants bliss, one has to come in contact with that Ananda. So here, Prahlad Maharaj is telling that how to please that Supreme Lord. To the demoniac boys, Prahlad is telling that it's not very difficult to please Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. In fact, it's very difficult to please the materialistic people. How much ever you do, they are not pleased. They will demand more. There is a lot more to do. They think that, oh, he has only done this much or she has only done this much. A lot more remains to be done. But whereas for Krishna, in the case of Krishna and the devotees, Laghu sevana matraka hrishta hridaya, even a little is performed, they are very, very satisfied. Guru Maharaj used to give an example just like a mother. Prahlad Maharaj is telling, just like a mother is very easily pleased with a child, the child does not have to do so many things to please the mother. Isn't it? Mother is very easily pleased, automatically, even if the child does not do anything. If he very dearly calls mummy, very dearly he calls mummy, mother, then she is very much pleased automatically. So Guru Maharaj says it's that easy to please the Supreme Lord. It's that easy because Supreme Lord is the closest being to all of us. He is inside our heart. Whom we think that we actually love, they are also outside us. We think that our mummy is very dear, our daddy is very dear, our husband is dear, our wife is dear, child is dear, but they are outside of us. They are outside us. They are not within us. But Supreme Lord is within us. He is inside us. Therefore, it is not very difficult to please Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. The relation is there. Just like the mother, Guru Maharaj used to say that if something falls on the ground and it's soiled, the child is eating something and it has fallen on the ground, it's soiled. And that the child picks up and gives to the mother, Mummy, please eat this. Mother will not think a bit, she will immediately put in the mouth. Not these day mothers, they say, oh, it's not hygienic, I just put it in the bin. But, because we have to update the examples also. These days mothers So, immediately she will put it in the mouth for the pleasure of the child. Because what did the child offer? He offered something that is very, very insignificant. Better products are available in the market. or inside the house only. But yet, she will accept it because there is love, and the child has given with love. So, Guru Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj says to the demoniac voice, it is that easy to please the Supreme Lord. It's not very difficult. So, that is why here he is telling that we can get bliss or pleasure or ananda by coming in contact with Supreme Lord or by pleasing Supreme Lord. And to please that Supreme Lord is also not very difficult. But yet, giving up this easy process, Shreya Shrutim Bhakti Mudasyate Vibho, by giving up this easiest process, bhakti, Shreya, and where actual welfare lies, Tushyanti Kevala Bodhalabdhaye, those who are actually overly trying to get this knowledge, that knowledge, and so many knowledge in order to how to get Supreme Lord, how to get Ananda, how to get peace, I will do this, I will do that. Klishyanti Kevala Bodhalabdhaye, Tesham Asau Kleshala Eva Shishyate. They are only endeavoring very, very hard. They are endeavoring so much. Nanyat yathatu sthula tushavaghatinam. But they will not get any lasting happiness. Just like when one is beating an empty husk, will he produce any grains out of it? The rice has already been emptied out of it. Husk is empty. By trying to beat the empty husk, it's only an endeavor that is remaining, but there is no grain that you are getting out of it. In a similar manner, by giving up this easy process, bhakti means, Guru Maharaj very easily defines, devotion means just say, Krishna, I am yours and you are mine. Ami tomar, tumi amar. I am yours and you are mine. That's all. That's simple. But it's very, very difficult. Even though it's so simple, but it's very, very difficult. Because I consider this entire world to be mine, but I cannot consider Krishna to be mine. And I think I am for the welfare of the entire world, but I don't think that I am for Supreme Lord. This is just a change of consciousness we need to bring in, that I belong to Krishna and Krishna is mine. So, we are saying sansar is mine, material world is mine, and I belong to this material world. Then there cannot be any happiness. So, here he is telling, Prabhupada is writing that, I think that I have not properly glorified the Bhagavad Dharma, which is dear to the Paramahamsas, and therefore I am deprived of the bliss. Supreme Lord is not happy with me. You do infinite things for the materialistic people, but if you do just one thing for the devotees, the Lord will be pleased. You keep on doing so many philanthropic activities or activities for the welfare of materialistic people, the Lord is not pleased. But Lord is immediately pleased by serving a devotee. Because Devananda Pandit has served Pandit, immediately Lord's grace came upon him. Immediately it came upon him. Therefore, those who actually serve the devotees, they are very, very dear to him. That is why the Lord tells to Durvasa. What did he say? Aham bhakta paradhina. Adhin means subservient. Paradhin means completely subservient. Aham bhakta paradhina, I am totally subservient to the devotees. He aswatantra iva dvija. Hey dvijo, hey Brahman, he aswatantra, I am totally dependent. I have no independence. Who is telling? The Lord is telling that I have no independence. That Supreme Lord who is fully independent, Purna Vibhu, Purna Virat, Purna Swatantra, that Supreme Lord is telling that he aswatantra. I have no swatantrata, I have no freedom. I am fully dependent. On whom? On the devotees. Bhaktair Bhakta Jana Priya. My devotees are very dear to me. He is telling that my devotees are very, very dear to me. Therefore, if anyone does service to the devotees of the devotees, then the Lord immediately becomes satisfied. So, Vedavyasa Muni is thinking that I have not done anything for the pleasure of the devotees. I have done so many for the pleasure of the materialistic people, but not for the pleasure of the devotees. সাধারণ বর্ণাশ্রম ধর্ম এবং তদতিরিক্ত ভাগবত পারমহংস ধর্মের মধ্যে যে ভেদ আছে তাহা নির্দেশ করিতে না পারায় আমার আত্মবৃত্তি ভক্তির উদয় হইতেছে না, বিকজ varnashrama dharma is very ordinary. That is why our Mahaprabhu's instructions begin not from varnashrama dharma. In Rai Ramananda and Mahaprabhu's conversation, Rai Ramananda begins with this Swadharme Vishnu Bhakti Sadhyasar. He is telling that Swadharme Vishnu Bhakti, being nicely established in one's own varna and ashrama activities, performing Vishnu Bhakti is topmost. What did Mahaprabhu say? Yes, very nice. No, he said, Iho Bahyo, this is external, Aage kaho aar. Please proceed further. Please say something supreme. Why? According to ordinary materialistic people, performance of varnashrama dharma means performing a brahmana performing brahminical activities, a sannyasi performing sannyas activities, brahmachari performing brahmachari activities. This brings peace in the society. But Mahaprabhu has outright rejected this. He did not even give any consideration. Okay, let me think. He said, Iho Bahyo, this is external. Aage kaho aar. Why? In Varnashrama Dharma, there is an identification that I belong to a Brahmanical family. I am a sannyasi. I am an Indian. I am this. I am that. All these things are there in Varnashrama. Mahaprabhu said, Iho Bahyo. Then from where did he approve? He approved it only from the place where he said Jnana Shunya Bhakti. There are so many things the Lord has rejected. Karma Mishra Bhakti, Karmarpan means offering the fruits, Iho Bahyo. Karma Tyag, giving up karma, Iho Bahyo, external. Then Jnana Mishra Bhakti, devotion with Jnana, Iho Bahya, external. Then he says about Jnana Shunya Bhakti, that devotion freed from even knowledge. Then what did Mahaprabhu say? Iha hoy. This is okay. He did not say this is the best. Iha hoy, aage kaho aar. This is okay. Tell me further up. What's there next? Shanta Dasya Sakhya Vatsalya. Iha Uttam, this is the best. You see, Mahaprabhu is giving the gradations where he wants us to take. That's why where Gita's teachings end, Mahaprabhu's teaching begin there. Gita's highest teaching is Sarva Dharman Parityajya. Give up all your dharma, karma, whatever it is. Give up everything. If anyone says what is the highest teaching, give up everything and surrender to me. This is the highest teaching of Bhagavad Gita. But the Lord says, Iho Bahyo. This is also external. How could one say that? The entire world is saying this is the best teaching, and he is telling this is also external. Why? Because he is telling that Ma Shucha, don't worry. Because you are not performing dharma or karma, you will be affected with sinful activities. Therefore, what will happen to me? Don't worry, I shall free you from those sins. The Lord has to give assurance to the devotee that please don't worry. What kind of ahaituki, causeless devotion is it? In causeless devotion, the gopis, we will go to hell, we are ready to go to hell. If a any of our activity can give momentary happiness to Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, by which we have to suffer in hell for infinite time, we are ready to do that. Even for an insignificant time, if we can give pleasure to Supreme Lord, we are ready to suffer in hell for infinite time. This is the mood of the gopis. So why do one has to tell that don't worry, if you get any sinful activities, I shall free you from that? So Mahaprabhu's teachings are supreme. He has come to give that. So here Sadharana Varnashrama, the ordinary dharma, Varnashrama dharma and Bhagavata Param Dharmer madhye je beda che, and the Bhagavat dharma, there is a vast difference between the two. Between Varnashrama dharma and Bhagavat dharma, there is this difference is there eternally. Is going to be there eternally. তাহা নির্দেশ করিতে না পারায় আমার আত্মবৃত্তি ভক্তির উদয় হইতেছে না. I have not very clearly distinguished between ordinary dharma and Bhagavat dharma. Means I have not glorified Bhagavat dharma, therefore my Atma is not getting satisfied. Evam vida sankalpa vikalper ফলে ভাগবত ধর্মের বিশেষত্ব বিষয়ে ব্যাসের হৃদয়ে জিজ্ঞাসার উদয় হইল. In this manner he is contemplating, thinking, oh, I have not done this, oh, I should have done this. Then he had developed the desire to know more about Bhagavat dharma. A desire in him arose to know more about Bhagavat dharma. Akshajo জ্ঞানাবলম্বী জনসাধারণের হিতাকাঙ্ক্ষা ভাগবত ধর্মের অনেকটা অনুকূল হইলেও তাহা অসম্পূর্ণ এবং তদুভয়ের মধ্যে ভেদ অবস্থান করে. Ordinary materialistic people, those who are followers of Jnanamarga, hitakanksha, their welfare about ordinary people, means those who have knowledge, those who know that in this material world there is suffering, therefore we will give them knowledge by which they can transcend this platform. So in this manner, ordinary people, those who have knowledge and those who bring about, those who think about the welfare of others, and Bhagavad dharma, which also thinks about the welfare of others, there is a lot of distinction. Means ordinary people thinking about the welfare of people and Bhagavad dharma's benediction to bring welfare upon others, there is a gulf of difference between the two. Bhagavad dharma is bringing eternal welfare, whereas all the materialistic dharmas, they are bringing only temporary welfare. Now somebody is poor, I am giving him some money. For how long can I supply him money? As long as I have, or as much as I have. There is a limit. But by getting money, he is getting more and more satisfied, or is getting actual bliss? It's not true, because the need for money is not getting finished. Similarly, a person is hungry, I am supplying food to him. If I supply him food one time, his hunger is gone forever. It is not so. He will be hungry again. In a similar manner, I supply medicines, again he will be in need of medicines. In this manner, whatever material welfare we are trying to bring upon any living entity, it's only going to be temporary. But whereas Bhagavad dharma, the welfare that Bhagavad dharma is benedicting upon all the living entities is, it's an eternal blessing. Means by following which one will eternally be freed from all the material troubles. Therefore, there is this difference between the two. Bhakta o abhakta parichay bhede tahadiger dharanagata bhed ache. There is a difference in their thought process also between a devotee and non-devotee. Non-devotee thinks that, oh, I have to do this, I have to do this welfare activity is required, that welfare activity is required. But devotee is also worried about the welfare activity of others, but in a different platform. He wants to bring his eternal welfare. Means after attaining which he will not have anything else remains to be attained. अधोक्षज सेवा हेतु मूले जात नहे ओ ताहा कोनो प्रकारे बाधा प्राप्त হয় না। सवै पुंसाम परो धर्मो यतो भक्तिर अधोक्षजे अहैतुकी अप्रतिहत ये आत्मा सुप्रसीदति। Vedavyasa Muni himself is writing this later. We will read this. Savai pumsam paro dharma. Everyone's paradharma, the highest dharma, eternal dharma, is yato bhaktir adhokshaje. To perform devotion to adhokshaja Bhagavan. Adhokshaja means one who is beyond the knowledge of the sense organs. He is called adhokshaja. Therefore, savai pumsam, he is not telling that this particular continent, this particular country or this particular state, this particular area. Savai means all. Savai pumsam, all the living entities. What? Parodharma. All the living entities, paradharma or the highest dharma, topmost dharma is yato bhaktir adhokshaje. Adhokshaja's devotion. What kind of devotion? Ahaituki apratihata. Ahaituki means causeless. Without any cause, without any purpose, without any material purpose. And apratihata. Apratihata means without any stoppage. No hindrance. When our devotion will be causeless, it will be without interruption also. When one performs devotion with some material cause or any cause which is other than Supreme Lord, if that cause is not fulfilled, then our mind is disturbed, our devotion is disturbed, everything gets disturbed. Why? Because it's not ahaituki, it's not causeless. The causeless devotion is one where it is apratihata, it is going to be without interruption. And then, ye atma suprasidati, such an atma is going to be in great bliss and happiness and peace. So, Prabhupada is writing here, Adhokshaja Seva means the service to Adhokshaja Bhagavan is without any cause and there is not going to be any interruption, because means nothing can hinder such a devotion, causeless devotion. जे सकल धर्म हेतु मूले जातो सेगुली द्वारा अधोक्षज सेवार कोनो कथा बुझते पारा जाए ना. Whatever ideas that come out of material dharmic activities, whatever ideas that come out of that, with that adhokshaja seva is not possible. Serving the Supreme is not possible. Why? Material ideas. How can transcendental being be served with material ideas? In order to serve the transcendental being, one needs to be in the platform of transcendence, not from the material plane or with material ideas. It's not possible. সেই জন্য আত্মার প্রসন্নতার অভাব ও সুতরাং কামনা বশে চতুর্বর্গের মধ্যে আবদ্ধ থাকায় ব্যবধানযুক্ত. Our Guru Maharaj used to say one particular teaching that only a desireless person can see the grace of Supreme Lord under all circumstances. Under all circumstances, one can see the grace of Supreme Lord only when one becomes desireless. If one has a desire, if that desire is not fulfilled, then he will immediately get disturbed. That's why Vritrasura, he was attacked by Indra. He has taken the Vajrayudha. He was attacked. And Vritrasura is welcoming. Please, please kill me. Please throw that Vajrayudha on me, that thunderbolt upon me. Because he is seeing that this particular weapon is given by the Lord himself. And after this I am going to attain the Lord. I will be able to serve the Lord. Therefore, he is very willfully accepting his death because he is totally desireless. He has prayed that I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. What I want is friendship with your devotees. Please make your devotees as my friends. This is the only prayer I have. Therefore, here Prabhupada is telling that Kamana Vashe Chaturvarger Madhye Abad Thakai Vyavadhana Yukta means if one is serving with material motive, then there will be hindrance in Hari Bhajan. Hari Bhajan can be performed only when there is no material motive. Sei jannai atmay prasannata abhav. And then there will be lack of peace in the Atma. Because Atma's natural tendency is to serve Supreme Lord. But these material desires are stopping us from performing it. Therefore, there is lack of peace. There is some more purport, but time is not there. Okay, we will continue because I don't want to rush and then miss a few important points that Prabhupada is wanting to make here. So we will continue tomorrow from here. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Panchatattvatmak Shri Gaura Hari ki jai. परमाराधितम पतित पावन स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी श्री गुरु महाराज की जय. नित्य लीला प्रविष्टोम विष्णुपाद प्रमुख स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति दयित माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय. श्री श्री रूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. सर्व विघ्न विनाशनकारी भक्तवत्सल भगवान श्री सिंह देव की जय. भक्त प्रवर श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जय. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. जय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय. श्री कृष्ण द्वैपायन वेदव्यास महामुनि की जय. श्रीमद् भागवत श्रवण करी भक्त वृंद की जय. श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय. श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय. निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल.